very tempted to start swimming out in the bay. There's a place called the Dolphin Club in San Francisco where swimmers go out and they take off into the bay, and right now there's people swimming out here in the water. No wetsuits or anything, just swimming. Should I use creatine and other supplements? Let's talk about this and also tie in the muscle and strength nutritional pyramid. So Mark Penny, he's a really strong guy. He's probably about 215, 6'3", 6'2", and he's really solid. Wants to lean down a little bit and tighten up, but also wants to build muscle. And so he asked me, he says that he feels really pumped and feels really good when he's taking creatine, and wants to know what my thoughts are on creatine specifically. So I'm going to break this down. All right, so Mark, regarding creatine, I think it can be good, but I want to get right into the root cause as to what's going to create the muscle, the strength and muscle gains, okay? And leaning down, like the lean, strong body with gaining muscle at the same time. I'm gonna break this down in 6 parts. And I'm gonna make a very complex, difficult issue to understand and figure out. I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible and also tie you and anyone else to a reference point where you can look into this further if you wanna do the research, okay? So, 6 parts. The muscle and strength nutritional pyramid is what this is going to be all about. And I will answer your question regarding creatine. Number 1, the first most important thing as part of the muscle and strength nutritional pyramid is actually calories. Calories are the most important thing. Getting an idea for how many calories the body can process and how many calories the body burns each day and consumes. So that's really the first and most important part. Number 2, it's going to be an idea of the macronutrients and the fiber that are in those calories each day. So how many, like what the macronutrients are like that you're eating in those calories. That comes down to protein, carbs, and fats, and then also fibers. So again, this is actually going to be part of logging in the food and getting an idea for what's going into the body each day in the way of macronutrients. That's number 3 is going to be the macronutrients in the way of vitamins and minerals and water. So the food that you're eating, how much macronutrients, vitamins and minerals are in that food, and how much water are you actually drinking each day. This is the number 3 most important part of getting stronger, getting leaner, building muscle. I haven't even brought up creatine yet. I'm talking about the root cause as to what's the most important things. Number 4 then is going to be nutrient times and frequency. Talk about exactly like what time of a person's eating and how often they're eating. So I like to do intermittent fasting strategy, which is going to be like 18 hours fasted and then another 6 hours for eating. And actually, in my case, being advanced, I like to do 20 hours fasted, 4 hours eating. All right, so that's my frequency. Number 5. Now, here's going to be the answer to your question. Number 5. Once those first 4 are dialed in, then would come any supplementation. So, if we want to add in supplementation, it's not necessary until we dial those first 4 things in first. It's not at all necessary. But let's talk about supplementation and creatine specifically. So creatine, in my case, I don't use it because it tends to have the body store excess water. And I like to get rid of the excess water in the body personally because it makes the body seem a little bit more bloated. The last part, the 6th part of the muscle and strength nutritional pyramid is going to be overall lifestyle and behavior. It's going to be the mindset, the lifestyle, the people that you surround yourself with, and the direction that you're going with your overall lifestyle and quality of health, and how you really see yourself. Who do you see yourself becoming? That I put a reference point for all of you guys who want to sit down and do the long, diligent research and understanding this material more as to where it really comes from. Because I really haven't talked about it before. So this will be the first time. comes from a gentleman by the name of Eric Helms.
Yeah, boy.
Other one.
Eric Helms on the minimum amount of protein to preserve lean body mass.
Roughly comes out to 0.9 to 1.25 grams per pound if we're talking to our American listeners as far as how many grams per pound of protein they might want to be taking during contest prep.
Eric Helms is getting his PhD out in New Zealand right now, and he coaches athletes in the way of training like advanced elite athletes and getting stronger, people that are power lifters, people that are doing competitions at a very high level. He's going to put a link to a playlist that's going to go through all of this. It's going to be a playlist that'll cover right here. I'll go through the entire muscle and strength nutritional pyramid. It's a very long playlist. It's very thorough. It's for somebody who's very wants to learn, be really educated, and get a master's degree in this type of information. But once you understand, like, the basic simplicity of what I just broke down in those 6 parts, and realizing that supplementation is basically towards the end. So, all right, hope this video helped you. If it did, hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll put a link right here where you can subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for all the support. Mark, you inspired me, my man. I love you so much, and I appreciate you, Gavin, Mehl. Glad to be here, man. It's a great day.